It's inside there. You got to go to the final exam part on there.
Okay. Well, we're gonna make sure that everybody gets that done because I want
Yeah.
everyone to at least have their certificate. I want to at
No,
least
of
verify
course.
that everyone's done the class.
Yeah.
Plus, y'all paid for it.
No, no, of course. But yeah, like mine's labeled NAS100 Masterclass Recordings, and then you got to click on Get Started, and then it'll be in there.
Look, I'm gonna just save myself today and just blame Gali. All right. Today, I'm gonna be the lesser man, you know? So, oh, you always want to be the better person? Yeah, not today. Gali, you're gonna have to be the better person today. All right, it's on you. You fucked up. You fucked up. Gali's looking at me because I'm the one who named it. Bryce, I put Gali through a boxing workout this morning. This man's looking better than ever. He's ready to
Dude,
go out here and defend our honor.
I freaking love it, brother. I love it.
This is going to be dangerous. Max, better watch out. All right, everybody who's watching on YouTube, welcome to another Saturday webinar. I'm your host, Roy Dunia, co-founder of Chart Addicts, full-time day trader, and the best NASDAQ trader on this side of the Mississippi. Great to see all of you. The purpose of this masterclass, or the purpose of this webinar, is to introduce you all to what NAS100 is, how I make money trading it. I've generated over 6 figures in prop firm payouts just trading NAS100. I'll show you guys how I made almost $4,000 last week, only taking the trades from the live streams that I've been putting up on YouTube. So here's some reminders for everybody. Number one, if you don't already have a clearly defined strategy, you have not already found success in trading, pay attention. You only need one good strategy to make money. This strategy is readily available for you to learn and start building momentum with. And so if you're already seeing success and everything's working out for you, perfect. Get off this webinar on a Saturday and go enjoy your life. But if you haven't already had the success that you're looking for, it's really time to go grab some notes, grab something to take, really grab something to take notes with. And then if this is something that you find valuable, make sure to make a commitment to learn this strategy. Put a one in the chat if you guys are on YouTube, everybody's awake, and we have some life here. And let's see what's going on. My guy, Saturday education is going to be a banger. Bentley to King, good morning. Where's my interview with Alex Hermosi? Great afternoon from New Jersey, Laurel. Good morning. Let me see. Shout out to my boy Bryce Jensen back in the house. Good to see you here, Jensen. And then first webinar for me. Glad I found this channel. Good morning, Kia. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So I thought about this for a while about what I wanted to talk about today. And I'm going to split this up 3 ways. Number one, I'm going to explain some of the trades from last week and go over my performance for how I was able to make that $4,000 and really like what are some key tips that I can give you all so that when you're watching along on the YouTube streams, you can recreate the same success that I'm having. I also want to talk about, and this is where I'm going to start the entire discussion today, with where I feel like the problem is with traders today. Where is the disconnect? Everyone is learning a strategy. Everyone's taken some version of a class, but for some reason, 99% of traders are still losing. We got to get to the bottom of this, and we got to figure out what's going on. Okay? So I'm going to walk you guys through why I believe traders are still losing, even though they have all the right knowledge, or they think they have the right knowledge. And then last but not least, I'll give you guys my prediction about where NASDAQ is going to go. Now, clearly, y'all, we cannot predict the future. What I can assure you is I've been studying NAS for many years. I write articles every single year about where I think the market's going to go for the upcoming year. And I've been pretty spot on since 2019. So you guys can think it's a lot of years, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, and now 2023. So I'm going to give you my 2024 outlook. I'll give you a brief outline. Anybody that registers, this is the last reminder before we get started. Anyone that registered for the December masterclass, actually, Gali, I'm going to do this for everybody. Anyone that registered for any of the master classes this year, you're going to get a copy of my 2024 outlook and my blueprint for 2024 of what NASDAQ is likely to do. And with this playbook, you guys should have something to follow, arguably, for the whole year. The same playbook I had starting out this year, those levels are still relevant. We're about to get back up to those previous highs that I marked off. And this is something that was worth knowing, because how have we been able to take advantage of all these buys? How have we been able to take advantage of this entire trend as it's building? Is by understanding how the market reacts and building a playbook that's 3 months or 6 months where we can just follow the same plan. If you guys stick around, I'll give you that. And I'll give a promo code for everyone that showed up to this webinar if you are interested in grabbing your seat. Let's go ahead and get started. What I believe to be the number one issue with traders today is a lack of genuine knowledge. So what I'm doing right now is I'm pulling up this textbook that we wrote in 2020. This is the first published textbook for Forex. Now, I know that there's been a bunch of textbooks that came after. This to me is the first one that we ever saw. We built this specifically based on our experiences, and it's fully immersive. Means from start to finish, it includes everything that you will ever need to make money trading Forex. So let me go through here real quick. And the reason I'm showing you this is because I'm going to go to section 1, which is the introduction. And this is what I want you guys to pay attention to. This is pinned. Move that off to the side. Turn on my captions in case we have members that need it. Beautiful. Take a look at these topics. So what is Forex? The history of Forex. Why invest in Forex? What are the advantages? What's actually being traded? Who is involved? What are the advantages? What's a currency pair? Like, what's the difference between the quoted currency and the base currency? What are the most popular currencies? What's a spread? What is spread betting? How to make money in trading? Buy and sell, how prices move, retracements, supply and demand, support resistance, brokers, what a pip is, lots and leverage, candlestick trading, trading styles, Forex sessions, the best times to trade. How many people, give me a percentage, how many traders do you guys think know all this information? They know exactly what they're doing and they know what they're involved in. How many Forex traders do you think actually know all this information? Let me get a guess. Give me a percentage. Beats by G says, like the video, people. Lesman said, I'm here to show support. It's been a phenomenal month. Yes, Lesman. And we're just getting started. We're on a 12 or 13 stream win streak. 13 trade win streak. That's phenomenal. That's honestly crazy. These are not 15 pip trades. If it was a 15 pip trade, oh, everybody close, everybody close. Another winner, right? Just a dub. No, these are real trades. You guys can see these are real trades that have been absolutely banging. But what percentage of traders do you guys think know all that information? We're only on section 1. This has nothing to do with a strategy. This has nothing to do with the actual making of the money. This is just the introduction of what the fuck are we doing here? So I'm seeing these percentages. I see Jensen says 2% of traders actually know all that stuff. Jensen, I agree, bro. That's actually the closest. Kiana says 4 out of 10. That's way too generous. You're giving people way too much credit. Jay says 25%, not even close. James says less than 10%. That's actually where I'm willing to bet. Okay. And here's how I know. Because for a lot of the classes that we've done and some of the coaching that we've done, I've made people take a baseline exam, which is a test that you take before you get started to test where you're at and how your progress is and where you're, like how well knowledgeable you are before we even start the programs. And I say that people's scores are absolutely horrendous. If you guys know, okay, let me get a good one. Someone tell me what spread betting is. Actually, you guys have fucking Google. So that I don't even know if this is going to work because all of these can now be searched up on Google. Damn, bro. How do I even test people, G? I can't even ask a question about like a poll, but they can still search it. Fuck. All right, never mind. I was gonna give away free tickets and all this shit. It doesn't seem like it's gonna be possible. All right, so this should kind of give you guys an idea of where I'm headed with this discussion. Is that understanding how big the Forex market is, which sessions are the most popular to trade, which currency pairs are the most active, which means that they're going to be a little bit easier for you to get started with, versus let's say the exotic crosses that move a little bit with more volatility, that are less predictable and have less of a kind of predictable path. A lot of traders couldn't tell me which one's the base and which one's the quoted currency. A lot of people can't tell me what a spread is, which is why when they execute a trade, they think they're entering at the bid, but they're actually entering at the ask. And they're like, bro, I wanted to get here, but I ended up getting entered in a trade all the way up here. What happened? We got to know. All right, the concepts of bullish trends and bearish trends. I can't tell you guys how many coaching sessions I do where my students still cannot tell me what the trend is. They'll see a bunch of movement in one direction and be like, it's up, I think. Like it's technically up, but technically it's down. If you have not mastered finding a trend, there is zero hope to make real money in trading, guys. The basics are everything. So this brings me back to the main conversation, which is that we hosted the NAS100 masterclass the first few times. The next one is December 3rd. Seats are almost filled, guys. We're not going to have an unlimited amount of seats like we did for the last one. And so we're going to close it at what was it? 120 seats? There was 120 seats. How many seats we got left? 30? There's 30 seats left out of 130. 120? Bro, this is too confusing. Get your fucking seats, people. Why? Because if you don't even know the basics of what you're doing, and you're trying to figure out why you're a break-even trader, or why you're having success for a few weeks, and then all of a sudden you're giving the profits back, why you've been trying to make this work for over a year, and everybody else seems to be having success, but you can't seem to get it on track. If you're trying to find a strategy that you're done second guessing, you want something that you're confident in, that you can consistently build momentum with, it's really time to stop playing games with your future. I really don't want to be the serious guy that's kind of making people think that life is all grim and everything. But y'all, look around the world. Just look around. If you think that you have the luxury to put this off for 2 months or 5 months or 6 months, oh, I'm just going to keep trying it myself, You are not taking life serious. You're not taking your own success into your hands. The people at Chart Addicts that are seeing the most success, because we've had hundreds of traders go through the masterclass just in 2 months since we launched it. And the people that are the most successful through these masterclasses have something to fight for. These are people that are not just like, oh, I'll keep trying to figure it out myself. They're like, I don't know what I'm supposed to know. And that's why I'm just building momentum in the wrong direction. Practice does not make perfect. Practice makes permanent. And most of you are practicing the wrong technique. You guys get me? So if you're serious about your trading, if you're tired of just like, let me put it off for another 6 months. Let me just keep seeing if life will magically fall into place. When was the last time you put off anything in your life and it magically fixed itself? When? It doesn't happen. If I want to get into real estate, which I'm about to, I got to buy this $15,000 real estate course. And it's not something I'm looking forward to buying, right? Because it's a fat amount of money. I could go spend that additional money on a car or whatever and flex for you guys on the social medias. But I'm putting together, I'm taking 3,000-4,000 from every payout, or 3,000-4,000 from every month, and I'm putting it aside so I can buy that course, because it's important for me not to waste time. If I go get financing from a bank and I put down multiple hundreds of thousands into a property, and I get in at the wrong time with an unfavorable rate, and I can't refinance that rate later, and I'm stuck with a 9% interest rate, I've just fucked myself over for life. That's going to be a mistake that I can never recover from. Well, not never recover, I'm a fucking animal. But it's going to be a mistake that's going to hold me back for years, where I should be making momentum. What I'm choosing to do is go buy this course. I'm going to go do it the right way from start to finish. And instead of wasting 2 years of my life paying back debts or being stuck inside of a shitty deal or a contract that I can't get out of, I'm going to be building momentum for 2 years. That way, after those 2 years in real estate, I'll have many multiple properties just off of this one property that's cash flowing. This is that important. 2 years ago, some of you guys decided to do it yourself, and you're still in the place where you are today. 2 years ago, some of you guys decided that it was not worth learning from anyone else, and you're trying to make this work, but you've wasted thousands of dollars on bullshit courses or funding challenges, and you've wasted thousands of hours. All right? It really is time to ask yourself, how important is your family's future, and how important is the success and the lifestyle that you're trying to live? Everyone wants to have the Lamborghini lifestyle. Who is taking this shit serious enough? Because I know that my Chart Addicts members, right? Everybody that I see on this chat, all the folks that are going through coaching, all the folks that did the first master class and actually got their certificates. Not some of you guys that took the class and then just ditched it and did not do the certificates. Those of you that actually saw this through, I have the utmost amount of hope for your success if you're watching this. Because I see you working day in and day out, and it's clicking. You're now sending me markups like, yo, Roy, is this the model right here? Is it breaking out above the Tokyo range? And you guys are sending me trade ideas. This is my dream. You guys think I want to wake up and work? That's fucking stupid. I want to wake up on the live streams and have a bunch of fucking killers in the live streams and have you guys shout out trade ideas. Right? This is how it's going to work, but you can only do that when everyone's serious about the progress. John said, I need this class. I've been spinning my wheels in the market. John, I was there. And I hope you guys don't think I'm trying to be self-righteous here and try to tell you guys like, oh, be better, be better. I did the same shit. I fought it for 3 fucking years. Didn't buy a single course, thinking I could do it myself. Now, granted, because I genuinely believe I am top 1% of 1% of hungry people in this world, I was willing to do whatever it took to be successful. I'm sorry, y'all, but most of you do not want it as bad as I did. And doing it yourself is not going to be a possibility. Had I found somebody that was willing to give out the information that I was giving out, but that wasn't charging $2,000 for it, I would have taken the fucking class in a heartbeat. You guys understand? I never had an issue with learning from anyone, but I saw through most of the education. I saw how superficial it was. I saw how it was just about, it was just about showing off. It was just about kind of hyping up and selling a dream, but never really about the responsibility that you will have to endure to be successful. I'm not here to sell you guys a dream. I'm not here to tell you that if you guys take this master class, you will be successful, because that's not fucking true. Most of y'all are lazy pieces of shit, and you will not make it work for you. It's true. Golly, over here laughing. I'm being dead fucking serious. But the few of you that are listening to this, that voice just came into your head when I said that and said, not me. Whoever was on this stream, that when that came out of my mouth said, not me. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to be successful. You are my people. You are who I'm speaking to right now. You're the people that are going to see success in trading, because everybody else keeps thinking that there's some cheat code around it. There is no cheat code. You got to find something that works and do it long enough to have that success. If you play a sport or you play an instrument or you have any skill set, you now understand exactly what I'm talking about. You had people on your sports team that were practicing the wrong form in football or basketball. And then years on years, they've layered onto that shitty form. And then they will never be able to undo that damage. Luckily in trading, I've had the privilege of coaching over 1,000 students. And I can tell you that all bad habits can be redeemed. But there is a timeline for it. For every year that you spent building a bad habit, it takes me about 2 to 3 months to break that habit as a coach. And so I really pray that you guys are not going to continue to go down a path where it is self-destructive and it's not productive, and you have to fix those habits before becoming successful again. All right, that's my take about the competence level, and how I would say that most people, they learn just enough to get to the next step, to the next step, to the next step. Here's the new model I want all of you to follow. Whether it's my course or somebody else's, make sure it's at least fitting this. Okay? And no, I'm not talking about pyramid schemes. I'm going to do a fucking triangle. You're going to be like, I got it, Roy. Join IML. No. That's not what I'm saying. Any layer of learning needs to be based on something. It needs to be based on a solid foundation, because the issue that I see is that all the information that sets up the baseline for trading, for successful understanding of markets, all happens down here. This is things like identifying trend, structure, key levels, higher time frame analysis, right? Looking at supply and demand. What else? Trend is just literally the most important one. Most people, they cannot tell me where the market is trending. Y'all, if you don't know if the market's going up, down, or sideways, you're already lost. Because if you don't know it's going up, you don't know that you're supposed to be buying. And that's where most people are fucking up. And so everything needs to be based off of, can you understand raw, naked price action? And can you understand what the market is telling you? If you have not gone through this step because you wanted to get into risk, entry, risk and reward. What else? Oh, candlestick. Reversal of patterns. Okay. Most people, they just want to get to making the money. And so they just skip directly to this next step, which is they're looking at here's how much I want to risk per trade. Here's the candlesticks I'm looking for, dragonfly dojis on the 4-hour time frame. Here's the risk and reward that I'm looking for. Roy, I only want to find 1 to 3s. Okay, beautiful. You want to find 1 to 3s. Do you know which direction the market is going? They'd be like, I don't know, right? Because the foundation wasn't built. So any course that you guys take, whether it's the NAS100 Masterclass, which I genuinely believe follows this to the T, and we do not move from phase to phase until this one is clear. So those of you that have done the masterclass, can you guys attest to this? Do you feel like the masterclass accurately, based on the structure that we have for it, accurately hits all these levels? Or do you feel like we jump around? Because I've seen many courses where they jump around. There's no coherent curriculum, and there's no clear structure that the information is building on itself to have the most complete understanding. You guys got me? Robin said you got 8K. That's amazing just after you took the class. Oh, Jensen said, I started the week with $600 account, built it to $8,000 in profit last week. This knowledge is the truth. I tried from myself from March to September and lost my ass all year. I started the live streams with you 2 weeks ago and I'm up 11K. Gee, do you believe this? Because I believe that shit. I'm not even shocked. But Jensen, I am. What's the right word? I mean, impressed is one way to put it, right? I'm a fucking animal, but I've seen the best. I would say I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, Jensen. I'm proud of you for using the information to your advantage. I'm proud of you for not, writing it off and not just kind of thinking that you're too good for whatever, but actually listening and paying attention. And it's clear that you've seen that success. $600 to 8,000 is not light. Yeah, definitely make sure you take a withdrawal, Jensen. You never want to be one of those stories about how you made all the success and gave it all back. Okay, so that's very important, obviously. That's amazing. Just after you took the class, just from the live streams alone. Do you have a Black Friday sale? No, we don't do sale. We don't. Black Friday sale for this information would just be disrespectful. We might do a promo code if you guys make it to the end of this webinar. I'll have a promo code for you, but that's more of a reward for you putting in the work and investing in yourself, not because some made-up commercial holiday is telling us that we have to devalue our product. That's ridiculous. That's the white man's holiday. I will not be dictated by this calendar. All right, I haven't even taken the class yet, but I'm signed up. Yeah, Jensen, I saw your name come through. Roy has generously shown trades on the live stream and dropped knowledge that helped me kill it last week. And Jensen, we're just getting started. We are just getting warmed up. I'm still on the sideline with my warm-up jersey. I still got that very attractive, not the personal trainer. She out here, she's stretching my left leg. I'm like, no, it's a little tight. I might need 2 more minutes of stretching. That's me. I'm on the sideline still warming up, just to let you guys know. I watched stream 132. I instantly bought my ticket to the masterclass. I've done that many courses, but you seem to show it all in a different way to others. I can't wait for December 3rd. Jensen said I paid myself $6K this week. Thanks, brother. I'm thankful for you pouring into the community. That's what I love. I had some dickhead on Twitter ask me why I teach the other day. It's like, all right, I made money last week. Perfect. Me and Gali, we go to Gali, give me a spot. We go to Carbone for lunch, and then we hit Luke Halley for dinner. Call the boys, Paul, Gabby, Joe, everybody pulling up. We're having a great time. Okay, we eat. I'm living the time of my life. Me and the boys. What next? When I'm laying down in my bed, I put my head on my pillow, and I realize that I have not done a single fucking thing for the world. I have not done a single thing but indulge in my own gluttony, indulge in my own self-pity, indulge in my own lack of, just hedonism and commercialism and consumerism. And at that point, I'm just going to hate myself because I've been there. You can only sit on a beach for so long and drink so many daiquiris, people. I promise you, I've never felt better than when we did that country tour, when we were flying around city to city. And all the boys, you know what I'm saying? Like, we were just out here making it work. There was problems. Oh, shit, we had the wrong location. We got to figure it out. Some cities are cold. Some cities are hot. We're tasting different. We're trying foods in different cities. We're meeting people from different parts of the world. We're hearing testimonials of people who took this information, are seeing massive success in their life. Bro, I just took my kids on the 3rd vacation this year. Last year, we couldn't even go on vacation. What? That's the shit. That's it. The story that Jensen just told us, $600 to 11,000. That's what gets me up. That's the worth. And this is what a lot of you guys are going to realize is when you come take our classes and then you're in the Discord and you show leadership, just like Bryce has, right? Bryce was one of our students. And then he ended up becoming one of the best, one of the top, he became a leader in our community, constantly helping other people. And now he's part of our team. And I can guarantee if any of you guys ask Bryce, and Jensen, you can ask Bryce yourself. Ask him if he feels more fulfilled now that he's helping other people see success than by when he was just seeing success by himself. Ask him which one made him feel not happy, but genuinely fulfilled as a human being, that he's performing some kind of service to the world. Which one feels better? This is why we do this. When I buy the masterclass, can I view it at a later time at Chart Addicts? The answer is yes. You can view the recordings. There is a deadline to do the final exam, because what I realized is the longer it takes people to finish the course after we do the live class, because guys, it's a live class environment where you can ask me questions in real time and really get as much feedback as you want. But afterwards, you watch the recordings and then you take the final exam and get your certificate. I realized that the people that finish the live class, but don't do the final exam right away. Every week that goes by, it's less likely for them to ever do it. So we're putting a deadline because you have to finish this final exam, or else we're not going to be able to reach out to you, and that means that you're not going to become a successful story of ours, and I don't want that at all. Okay, we only want folks that will genuinely take this info and use it, because then we're just going to have success stories everywhere we look. So let me just finish off this. Whatever class you go to, make sure that's hitting on all the different parts. After risk and entry and candlesticks and reversal patterns here, you might have trade management, risk strategy, scaling in, money management, et cetera, et cetera. And at the very top, I would put having a clearly defined, coherent plan with the psychology, the mindset that you need to succeed based on your own personality, risk tolerance, and schedule. So a lot of courses will hit on different topics. So they'll do fundamentals, they'll do technicals, they'll do entries, they'll do sniper, whatever, they'll do psychology. This is typically how a Forex course is structured. Now, if I can take your attention back to the masterclass, the master course that we have for Forex specifically, it's a textbook. The first chapter is just about the basics. Okay, talking about support and resistance. It's talking about what brokers are. Talking about what an ECN broker, the electronically controlled networks versus others. This is just the first chapter. Okay, what is a pip? What is a pipette? How do you count the amount of pips on a currency pair based on how many decimal places it has? Doing lot sizes. The amount of people that I've seen blow thousands of dollars, and then they ask me a question like, yeah, how do I measure lot sizes? It's like you're telling me that you were trading this whole time, gambling on how much money you are risking, when all you had to do was Google it, when you can Google Forex lot size. Do you guys understand where I'm getting at here? It's like this idea that 99% of traders lose is only because people refuse to do the work necessary to learn this thing holistically, to learn a full, complete approach. Now, for the NASDAQ 100 masterclass, we do have a very basic structure where it's fundamentals, technicals, psychology, and risk, but that's not how it is at all. Anybody that went through the classes understands exactly how valuable the videos are. So I'm going to give you guys this choice. Put a 1 if you guys would like me to just go through the videos real quick and just show you what's included in the masterclass. What is this? I gotta sign up all over. Okay. Yeah, if you guys signed up for the actual live class, you'll have access to the online recordings here. But I'll let you guys make a choice. Put a 1 if you guys want me to go through the details of the masterclass and what's actually included in the videos. And then put a 2 if you guys want to talk about a different concept. And I was thinking about mindset. I was thinking about going through mindset. Bryce has been my biggest cheerleader through this. Jensen, how about this? Jensen, I want to do a podcast with you and just talk about what you were able to take away from the live streams and how you've been able to have this success. So if you wouldn't mind reaching out to Bryce, me, you, and Bryce, we should do a podcast and really go through this because I feel like it'd be a valuable story for everybody. Chris Brown says, I will trade to make my payment this week for the masterclass. Focus and discipline. Yep. Oh man, people not doing for themselves again, huh? I don't know. Put a 1, put a 1, put a 1. Okay. Let's go through what it entails. Number 1 is very straightforward. So again, if you guys are around the world and you don't have access to the live class, the recordings are all very conveniently structured and very simply put right here on the website for you to go through piece by piece. As you finish the videos, you can just hit complete step. And as you finish the steps, your progress will be measured here. Some of you have been members for years. We did not have a system like this that was tracking the progress. We had to do it all manual. And we were really just out here living in the Stone Ages. We finally made it out the trenches, yo. We got a fucking program online that has the automatic trackers, that has everything fully outlined, that populates the certificate for you in real time. And I cannot be happier. Okay. So the agenda for the first episode or for the first day is just the back end of what NASDAQ is. So we cover what NAS100 is, how it moves, when it moves, how to trade it, how to build a risk management system, because most people lose not because they don't have a technical strategy, but because they do not have a risk management system that they can trust. Okay. How to build a complete trading plan, the model, which is the model that I developed for how I trade. It's my secret strategy. And then the market dynamics and cycles, because one of my rules for day trading NASDAQ is to make sure that you have your eye on the market cycles. I talk about my system. This is the basics. Everything I do is I show you here, guys, this is what I do week by week, and this is how I make money. And then I start to go through every piece of my system, explaining the different components until you all understand. But for those of you that have trading experience, I wanted to give it all up out front. So if you guys take the masterclass, you'll have access to the understanding that I do fundamentals to find sentiment. I find the directional bias based on the macroeconomics. I use technical analysis to determine the trend and key levels. And then I use my day trading strategies to trade inside of these higher time frame sort of zones. So that's the basics of it. I go through my 10 commandments for trading NAS, my 10 rules that'll keep you profitable. Okay, because without rules, without consistent rules, you're going to have inconsistent results. Without a consistent strategy, you're not going to have predictable and consistent results. And so having these rule sets allows me to allows me to have a more accurate idea of what to expect from the markets versus like, oh, I hope I make 2% this year, 5%, like there's never a clear or consistent way to know how much money I'm going to make. So it's things like having a plan, the technical strategy being useless without trade management, sticking to one model, only trading high volume sessions, only trading from the low and the highs of the day, things that are extremely important to my trading strategy and the way that I look at NASDAQ. I go and explain the difference between NAS and US 30, like a composite index versus a price weighted index. We go through the key data releases to watch for. So which data releases have the most amount of impact, how to trade. You can either do futures, CFDs, or you can invest in NASDAQ, obviously. I go through the basics of my model, including this session range indicator that everyone has access to after the masterclass, which splits up the sessions, not based on their traditional open and close times, but based on where I see liquidity going every day. I go through the session overlaps. I go through these mid-session kind of resets. I go through market open strategies. And overall, it just teaches you what is the hot times for NASDAQ and when should I be trading. You guys can see that the blue, green, and purple is the no-touch zone, and the yellows are where all the action is. How do we find those, and how do we make a plan to make it work? I went through a bunch of my trades from FTMO, which is, the average duration of my winning trades in the strategy. So you guys can see an hour and 47 minutes. This is typically what I would look for a quality trade. That's how long I can be in. Trades where I'm only in for less than 20 minutes. I make money, but it's usually half the amount of money that I would make trading the 1 hour to 40-minute kind of time span. So you got to understand with this strategy and with the way that NASDAQ moves, how long should you expect to hold the trade to squeeze the most out of it? Because it's important. I used to do this where I'm holding the trades too long, 2 days. So I took the trades I held the absolute longest, and I made the least amount of money. Why? Because the market reversed back to my entry every time it hit my break even. It started to show me that I cannot overstay my welcome. And so all of these rules are based off of things that are very specific. Look at these in and out trades where I'm in and then I close it and enter another position. Everything I'm holding for less than a few minutes because I got a bad entry. It's all losses. These are rules that stick with you. You got to understand that anything below 2 minutes, you're about to lose money. 15 minutes, I'll make money, but not as much as if I'm holding these NAS trades for an hour and a half. Understanding things like when should I trade, what am I trading, how am I trading, and how long to hold it is the whole game of technical analysis. And that's what we aim to show you guys. Shout out to everybody that went to NASDAQ 1, including my good friend Darren Creedy, who has also been sending me a ton of success messages since he finished. So you guys will just hit complete step. The step is reflected up here in your progress bar, and then you can go on to the next section. Day 2 is technical analysis, and day 3 is really mindset and risk strategy. So day 2, I really start talking about how NASDAQ actually moves. I go through the next 5 rules for my NASDAQ strategy. Okay. I go through the story of how NASDAQ moves, how much money was printed in 2020, and how that's affected how markets have been reacting. We talked about the different ways that NASDAQ can move, which is the direction, the structure, the impulse, everything in between. I talked about the session ranges. Okay, how to look at a session range and where all the best opportunities are, how to find the best entry opportunities inside of a range, reversal patterns inside of the ranges, and then my model. The model that I use to day trade, which is very important. I can't leak it because I accidentally did that on Twitter. So let me just X out of this. I fucked up. I fucked up so bad. I accidentally put a screenshot up and of the class, and people just started to screenshot and zoom in on the model itself. And they're like, "Oh, you exposed yourself, bro. We have your model now." You guys can see there's an hour and a half video in every fucking video. You can take the model, bro. You're not making money. Then I go through specifically how to find the best and absolute most precise entries using the model, using your Fibonacci's to find the most precision entries, and then putting it all together using a proper risk strategy, using a proper, like really just having a day trading model that works all the way through. Okay. Showing you how it works in real time, showing you when to look for price changes in momentum, right? So I really got to keep in mind I'm on YouTube. I'm skipping through this shit. People taking screenshots. Okay, no more. No more. And then, of course, there's the final exam. With the final exam, you got to do the final. Let me hit complete here. The final exam, and then you'll schedule a 15-minute call so that I can see you face to face and know and have confidence that you know what you're looking at. The questions in the final exam are structured between the sections. There are no trick questions. Section 1 is what is NAS, the stock market indices versus, the difference between NAS and S&P. The biggest impact on NAS, what is it, right? Data releases with the most impact, day trading NAS100, the top 10 rules for trading success, critical factors for traders, trading expectations, day trading strategies like the model itself, trend following strategies, the box model, trading patterns, mindset, and a bunch of other stuff that I can't show you because I forgot that I'm on YouTube, damn it. All right. Put a 1 if you guys feel like you have an accurate understanding of how this course is structured and whether you feel more confident about the class itself. Some of you guys may have bought seats to the class. Maybe you had no clue about what was actually going on, and now you do. Do you feel more confident in your ability to trade NASDAQ after the class, after seeing this information? Tell me how you guys feel about what we just saw. Coastal PND. Coastal PND, are you the Walter that did... It's not PNL, it's PND. Coastal PND. Are you the one that did a call, a masterclass call with Bryce? Are you that same Walter? Does this work on other pairs? Yes, 100% it does. I tried multiple times to submit my answers, but there's no button to do so. I don't even get those complete steps button you just showed. I think it's because, bro, I saw you on the thing yesterday. You had only done, I'm not going to call you out. I'm not going to call you out. I almost did. All right. You're lucky. Hit me up in the email and let me see if I have to give you access again. But I saw that you only did one of the fucking things. You only did one of the fucking exams, bro, or one of the classes. So I gotta hold you accountable as well. Is December a bad month to trade? I'm new to this and I hear all this stuff. Robin, I would say yes. It's not a bad month to trade because people like us can make money in any condition. But I would definitely say that the markets are definitely slower than they otherwise would be. All right, so market conditions are slower than they would be, and they just chop around. Then what you'll see in January is there's a rebalancing that's happening for the year. So what rebalancing is that when you're a financial institution, let's say that you're a... Oh, this is what I needed. Yeah, if you're a financial institution and you've made a shit ton of money on, let's say, Uber stock this year, but the rest of your investments aren't doing too hot, what you'll do is you'll shave off some profits from Uber, and then you will put that money back into the other investments to rebalance the percentage of your funds that you have in each of these different sectors. So you'd never want any one sector of your portfolio to be the dominant thing, to outperform everything else to the point where it's like it's too big of your portfolio. Why? If stocks are 70% of your portfolio and they crash, more than half your money is gone. So you want to make sure that you're not allowing any individual sector to be outweighed. What they do in December and January is they sell some losers to cash in for those losses. to offset them against their gains for the year. In January, they'll rebalance the winners and then be able to put the rest of that money into some of those undervalued or underweighted sectors in their portfolio, and then just kind of hold that throughout the year. Late January, there's the Fed meeting, and then that's when the markets are all ready to get back into action. So what I'm recommending to everybody, before next year, make sure that you're taking these classes and make sure that you're doing the due diligence so you can have a successful 2024, starting from the beginning. This is how next year could go for you guys. You got two choices. Number one is you continue to put things off and say that you're going to figure it out and all this other shit. And you're not going to take it serious and really start studying on a serious level. Number two is that you're going to, and the way it's going to look is take your progress for this year and just project that out into next year. Some of you are going to find something that works and start to build momentum. Now, if you start right now, you'll have an additional 2 months advantage on everybody else that's slacking in this chat. If you guys start today. If you guys want to put it off, then at least you're going to start to build momentum. By month 3 or 4, you're going to start to see the results. And then by month 6, you're already built that momentum and the things are rolling with or without you. You've already started to build these habits and it's automatic now. So you're either going to put things off and spend 6 months next year figuring it out, or you're going to find something that works and start building momentum. So that way, that trajectory, that exponential growth that all of us are trying to hit, where it's slow, and then all of a sudden it starts to really pick up. To get here, you got to do the right thing over and over again. What most people do is that they're switching between strategies. So they're kind of going like this, up and down, up and down, up and down. And you may make some upwards progress, but you're never going to hit that trajectory because you're not doing something long enough to have that success build. Okay, any of the October students passed funded accounts? I want to join, but I didn't have the funds. Robin? Yes, I believe we had a few that did. Then obviously Jensen went from that 600 to 11,000, which is phenomenal. What I want to do next week is start a funded challenge in front of everybody live. I know I'm kind of, the timing is shit midway through November, but I'm going to start off a challenge. I already have the maximum amount of challenges open at FTMO. So what I might do is find another firm to do it at, but I really don't want to. So I'm going to reach out to some of the guys, see if somebody can give me a free account. I'll be like, yo, I will put on your firm as long as you give me this account. And then if there's anything wrong with the firm, we can all see it live together. If there's trading conditions that are fucked up, if they're slipping the accounts, if they're slipping me to hell, we're all going to know. Okay? Does that sound good? Put a 1 if you guys want to see me do a funded challenge live in front of everybody to show you this strategy live. But I want to make a promise that if I'm going to put myself out here, if I'm going to put my risk out here, and if I'm not my risk, I'm going to put my reputation on the line, and I'm going to put myself through the mental stress of not only trading my live capital in front of everybody, but now on top of that, doing another challenge on top of that. I want some kind of confirmation from you all that you're willing to commit to learning this shit. That I'm not just going to be out here doing it for entertainment, but I'm really going to be doing it to show you how you can recreate that success for yourself. And if you find it valuable, at least consider taking the class, because I'm tired of seeing people coming in with the wrong information and then trying to put it on me as their coach to try to fix all these bad habits. Whereas if they just came to me in the first place, you could have had 6 months of success as opposed to 6 months of habits that I now have to unfix. Do me a solid, people, because I really want to stop seeing people lose and be frustrated. Because, guys, it ruined my life when I was trying to do this myself. It wasn't just like, oh, man, I was blowing accounts. Ha, ha, bro, US 30, full margin. It ruined my fucking life. I was reselling shoes. I would sell one of my favorite pairs of shoes to fund an account and blow it all in a day. And then that shoe is like right now worth $10,000. The first human races, the yellow ones. I remember I sold these size 10s, dead stock, never been fucking touched. Not a single dirty foot has ever been inside those shoes. I sold them for cheaper than I wanted to, for $1,200. Funded a $1,200 account, blew it. Depression, right? Do it again. Miss classes, right? I have an exam. I missed the class. I failed the exam. I got to retake it and shit. Teacher's not happy. I have to pay out of pocket for my tuition to retake the class and blowing accounts. That shit ruined my fucking life, people. As soon as I had some accountability and I had a plan, and now that the strategy that I'm using is giving me the mental peace, I can't even imagine ever being back there. I can't even imagine what the fuck was going through my mind when I just refused to learn this shit. But then I realized there was no resources. Everyone from IML to like those Astro guys to the supercar fucking gurus, everyone was scamming from the very beginning. I don't really feel like I had the opportunity. Today, there's more good quality information and content than there's ever existed. So people today have the advantage over traders at any other point in history because of the quality of the information that's around. How do I feel about Alex Rocket 21? Gali is my public relations advisor. Should I do it? Or should I just let it go? All right, he's kind of giving me that look. It's kind of giving me like the do what you got to do, bro. But you know why, bro? It's a fucking Saturday. Everyone's having a great day. Why? Why? That means I got to do it. Everybody take your fucking seats. Let me tell you the real deal behind these scammers out here in Miami. Let me tell you the real sauce, everybody. Turn on your fucking screen recordings. Get your phone out and start recording because I'm about to call out everybody one by one. I'm going to tell you some of these guys have never taken a live trade in their entire life. And any man that would Photoshop profits is just as bad as the bane of the earth. You guys understand me? Okay? That's how it is. So I'm about to call out everybody. Give me a name. I'm calling him out. Okay? That's a joke, G. Relax. I just scared the shit out of him. He's like, bro, we've been doing so well. We're helping more people than ever. Everybody's telling us how great this class is, and the people are passing challenges and making money and saving their families. Why we gotta fucking do it? Golly, I can read your mind from here. I got you. I won't do it.
Gotta go heat up some popcorn.
Yeah. Golly says, I was about to go heat up my popcorn, bro. I don't give a fuck. This is my favorite message. He said, I wish I would have listened to Bryce from day one and got on board with you. Bro, Jensen, trading attracts people who are self-resilient and who have that sort of competitive edge where you want to go do this yourself. And we all want to be the exception to every rule. Before I go out there and pay for courses, let me try it by myself. And that's the arrogance, right? That's the arrogance that we all had. The arrogance to think that, let me do it by myself first before I try something else. The thought should have been, let me go try it the right way first. And if these things are just not working for me, I'll do it myself, which is what I ended up having to do. I did IML2. I'm trying to erase. I was actually just telling Gali, the shit that's going around today, as good as there is quality information, there's also worse information that existed during the IML days. These guys that are photoshopping profits to get you on the broker. Yo, GP, hand me the green. The people that are faking the fake broker withdrawals and the marketing accounts to try to get you to sign up for the broker and pretending like it's all from trading. That's worse than what IML was doing. IML was doing dumb shit like pretending like they had a scanner that would just find trades for you, and the trades would lose, and they would like hide the losers and keep the winners. Shady stuff. But it's more about they are dishonest in the success that they're having, and they're dishonest in the value of these products. But like at the end of the day, bro, you're using a bot and a scanner to find trades. And if it was that easy, come on now. These other guys with this fast pass bullshit, this fucking like, you know what I'm saying? Just holding back information on the courses. Put a 1 if you've ever taken a course in Forex and you felt like they were holding something back. You felt like there was a key piece of info or something that they knew that they were actually holding back from you, even though you had paid big money for this course. I've seen these 3-day classes go for as high as $1,700, $1,800. And I still have people telling me that they felt like they were holding they were holding back some info. Like that's gotta be a crime. That has to be worse than fucking IML. Because the only reason to charge for a service is because you have the shit that people need. If you were going to sell half info, most of the people in this chat that are losing money have half the info, right? Be like, yeah, this is all I got for now. You guys are on your own for the rest. Be like, wait, what about making the money part? They're like, no. I told you I'd find support resistance, right? The making the money shit, that's on you. That's fucked up. That's how most of these people are structuring their courses. Why? Because they want you to buy the next one. I'm telling y'all, there is no next one. Y'all missed this NAS100 masterclass, and it's done. It's finito. The only things that are going to come next will be coaching and different topics and things like that. But this is it. Most I've learned from the beginning is from Raul, James Storms, and now Roy. Okay. Right? You're going to put me in that group. Those are my boys. I'm not going to say nothing. Right? I'm comfortable. Casey says, nah, it's a trading group that it's good, but they guy that runs it at is trades by side. All right, now that I don't have a problem talking about. That's very easy. Do not join that fucking group chat unless you have 2 brain cells left. And Joseph, if you out here fucking recommending that group chat, I'm never what's it called? I'm never letting you back on these streams. If you're gonna talk about scammers and obvious scammers, that one is from a mile away. Fucking Ray Charles could see that one coming. All right, they got fucking lawsuits and all this shit, and the CFTC is fucking lawsuits and whatnot, bro. Helen Keller could have fucking told you that. I would have fucking. Matter of fact, no, I can't even in good conscience joke about letting y'all go over there. Do not fucking do that unless you want to lose your money. And if you want to lose your money, there are way better places to go lose it. Go to a casino and have some fun. Right? Go buy something fun. Go waste some fucking money like a real person. Like, this is stupid. No, I'm saying, have I heard about them? Brother, get the fuck out of here, man. Get out of here. Have I heard about them? I'd be embarrassed to say yes. I'm embarrassed that I even know about them. It's even in my purview. Fucking imagine thinking that Hugo's Way is going to pay you $1 million, bro. You must be dumber than him. You feel me? He thought he was going to get away with it. You actually believed it. That's even worse. He's like, fuck, bro, I don't even think anyone's going to believe this shit. Like, let's just see if it works. Oh, damn. People actually believe in this shit, dude. God damn. He said, I've known people who lost money on that kid. Like, I can't even pretend to be surprised. And I know some people are going to get mad. Good. We got to start having standards, yo. On all due respect, I don't want to sit here and keep roasting people in the industry. Some people are genuinely providing value. Some people actually trade. These fucking marketing account gurus have never taken a live trade in their fucking life. Faking $1 million floating profit on Hugo's Way? Bro, Hugo's Way just got kicked off MetaQuotes. They taking everybody's money with them. They're going to rebrand or they're going to pretend to be on another platform here pretty soon. Y'all think Hugo's Way? Y'all think Hugo's Way is paying you $1 million fucking dollars? I know the people from Hugo's Way. You ain't getting fucking paid. Bro, Oanda won't even fucking pay you. Oanda's about to come up with excuses. You said the diamonds are fake too. Bro. Son. He said, I know you need some time to yourself, Roy, but damn, bro, the last one, for real. I know you need time to yourself, Roy, but damn, bro, the last one, for real. Oh, my boy's talking about the master classes. Bro, stop fucking crying, bro. You're a grown-ass man. My boy put a broken heart emoji. You fucking pussy. Dude, shut up, bro. I'm being for real. Go get a second fucking job, Devontae. Go sell your fucking kidney or something. My boy's out here with a broken heart emoji like, bro, the last one? Oh my God. What the fuck makes you think that you're entitled to learning my strategy? Because I'm out here getting rich. I'm out here doing a public service. You're like, oh, why can't I be more entitled to you and your great strategy? Because you can't. Says, Roy, who do you vouch for other than yourself in the trading space? At this point in time, the only person I'm vouching for is me. Because I don't know what the fuck these people are doing behind closed doors, but I know it's shady. And I know that they have the moral aptitude of a fucking raisin. I know these people have the moral compass. The moral compass, that shit is fucking broken. All right. That's like the GPS that's fucked up. So these guys, what they're doing behind the scenes, the moral ambiguity, they're like morally ambiguous, right? Just any of these occasions, they'll be like, yeah, fuck it. This is the time where I'll let my morality slip and I'll just fuck these people over real quick. You can't have that. This is not a joke. Like, okay, no, I'm an honest person. Okay, promoting this one broker that I know is a scam, but everyone's getting paid. That's my bar, right? 15,000 a month, 30,000 a month. That's my price to become a piece of shit. That's where I'm seeing left and right. Everybody who was talking about fuck the industry, bro, fuck the industry, got an affiliate link for some scam ass prop firm in their bio now. Everybody's a fucking sellout. So no, do not ask me about these people in the industry. You will not see a familiar face on stage next year at the FX Summit. We're getting professional traders only. Some of the funded guys, some of the funded guys, I realize they're not even funded. It's marketing accounts because they're an affiliate. There's a lot of, not the ones on stage, by the way. the ones that are popular on social media and whatnot. So this is my promise to you guys, is that I'm doing my best through the FX Summit to clear out the fucking filth in this industry and to surround myself around the right people. And it's harder than I thought it would ever be. It's harder than I thought it would ever be. Just go donate plasma. This man, Mike Pineda, bro, these are my fucking people, man. I thought people were gonna be like, bro, telling a guy to go sell his kidney to pay for a course is crazy. Like, no, people understand you're either gonna keep complaining about your life circumstance or you're gonna make it work whether people like it or not. And Mike, you understand exactly where my head's at with this. Mohammed said I mainly trade Forex, which is GJ. Is the masterclass going to benefit me? I'm thinking of registering. I'm going to say yes, because the concept of understanding an instrument that you're trading, you can follow this exact same guideline. So if you understand, so at the very beginning of the course, for example, I'm explaining what NASDAQ is. So you have to understand that it's a composite index of the top 100 names in the NASDAQ stock exchange. It represents non-financial technology stocks. That's the very basics. Most of you do not know what the fuck GJ is. You don't know that you are trading the Great British Pound, the value of the British currency, versus the value of the Japanese currency. And so where do you begin there? You got to know what is the policy of both of those banks. Because if you don't understand the policy of those banks, you don't know what the currencies are doing. And so this whole process of from start to finish, understanding how the market works, how it moves, who the big players are, what to watch out for, and then building a technical strategy on how to find the best trades. You can use that on any instrument for the rest of your life, whether it be Forex, stocks, crypto, commodities, sugar, wheat, corn, or anything in between. Walter says, I'm ready for the summit. Dubai, let's go. Speaking of which, I want to show you guys the venue. I want to give you guys a sneak peek. No one's really gotten a chance to see it. I've posted a few little snippets on my personal Instagram story and whatnot. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is a historic expo city in Dubai. They created a venue and a bunch of sub venues inside of the city for the Dubai Expo back in 2022 and 2020. After the expo, all the buildings still stood, and they've now been converted into event venues. You guys can see this dome. This is where we're looking to do one of the events. There's the massive dome where we're looking to do the expo. And then there is this outdoor arena where we're looking to do some of the conference, the speaking gigs. So you have the massive dome, you have the second dome here, and then you have the waterfall sort of, I don't even call it a Coliseum. I'm going to call this the Coliseum. An absolutely beautiful city. And it gives me the same vibes as Miami. Like you guys can tell, it's got something to it. So make a plan for the next 12 months, because I know the excuses are going to start coming. Oh, bro, Dubai is expensive. I can't get a flight out there. You have 12 months. If you can't get a second job, if you can't get out there and figure out how to make trading work for you to get out here, you're going to be missing one of the most historic events of all time. We're all traders. We don't have a lot of friends in our circles or around our lives that trade, correct? And so the opportunity to get around thousands of traders from all over the world, to have a common interest, to bring on the best traders that I can find, to pass on information to the future generations, bring on TradingView, which is the app that we all use, bring on Oanda to come speak, which is the founder of the modern Forex industry, and bring on Binance. And then right now, golly, what are we doing? We're working on ICT, we're working on MetaQuotes. Who else are we working on? We have ICT, MetaQuotes. We have a ton of big names that didn't even come last year. Swaggy C wants to come. We got Umar. We got Wix Don't Lie. Raja, he's out there in Dubai. So all the names that couldn't come last year because of the travel or because of visas and everything else, they're going to be at this summit. These are people. Swaggy C's never done an in-person thing. Raja does the in-person classes, but you don't get to go see Raja at like events. And so this is going to be the number one opportunity to meet all of your favorite names in Forex, including Q and the guys, including everybody. I want to get Raul and the boys out there to go take over Dubai. This is going to be an absolutely historic event. And of course, our job is to blow through what we did last year, to absolutely beat all expectations. And I really want to see y'all there. So the reminders are, before we hop off here, number one, find a system that you're learning from that covers all the bases. And then before you're moving from base to base, make sure that you have a foundation that you trust and that you've really gone through and understand the pieces of how this thing works. Number two, as you start to build on top of that foundation, make sure that you don't have any holes. If you're like learning something and it involves a really good understanding of the basics and you don't really have that, and you're kind of just moving on from one step to the next, you cannot move on until you have that completely figured out. And then the last one is the trade. As you're going through the complex topics, prioritize the basics. Every time I get on the charts, I don't start here with risk strategy and trade management and all these things. I start with what is the trend of the market. I start with the higher time frame analysis. So if you don't have a good foundation, you'll always be skipping ahead and doing the wrong things in different orders. Got it? The other two reminders is that December 3rd through the 6th is the last NAS100 master class for this year. I want to see all of you there so you learn a tested and proven strategy that you can apply for the rest of the next 12 months. And then number 3, that early bird tickets, the early registration for tickets is already out. The final dates will be announced, but it's going to be mid-November of 2024. And so if you guys want to secure your tickets, right now they are half off. As soon as we announce the final details, which will be in the next 2 weeks, prices will go up to full price. So if you guys are 100% coming to the summit, 100%, and you want to take advantage of those early bird tickets, make sure to take advantage. All right. Happy and safe trading all. I will catch you tomorrow for the Sunday market outlook. I stream every day now. Sunday, 7 p.m. I'm going to go through all of my trades for the week. That's what I did last week, and every fucking one of them played out. So don't miss it. And then every day from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'll be trading live at the market open because we have those 50 days of live streams challenge that we're working on. And I think we have about 45 days left. So I'm excited to have you guys on here. Come on to the live streams, make a lot of money just like Jensen did, and then reinvest in your own future and success. All right, y'all. Happy and safe trading. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for the Sunday outlook. It was great to see everybody. Take it easy. Peace.